Very good afternoon. I'm Curfew, and we start with some breaking news updates. We're picking up from Kyiv. A curfew has been announced in Kyiv from 8 p.m. today to 7 a.m. on the 17th of this month. This comes at the backdrop of intensified Russian shelling in residential areas of Kyiv, and now a curfew, given the current situation, has been announced for almost a day and a half. A curfew has been imposed in Kyiv. It will be imposed till 10:30 a.m. on March 17th. So a lot of bombardment and shelling that has been witnessed by the residents in Kyiv, and given the current situation, this announcement has now been made. A curfew has been imposed in the city, in the capital city of Ukraine. Remember, already we've seen how shortly before dawn, large explosions could be seen across Kyiv, a series of Russian strikes hitting residential neighborhoods also in the capital, igniting a huge fire. And frantic rescue efforts have also been on as we see more and more residential buildings come under fire. Let me also go across to Crispino joining us from the Mumbai newsroom. Crispino, the situation in Kyiv has been extremely worrisome. We've seen an increase in attack on residential buildings in particular, as well as the rescue efforts have been on. They've been going on in full swing. The situation remains tense, and given that a curfew has now been imposed for almost a day and a half.
Grim the situation is in Kyiv at this point of time as Russian troops advance. The next 3 days will be very crucial. That's why the curfew has been imposed for 3 days in a row, beginning from 8 p.m. from tonight till March 17th, 7 a.m. Visuals on your screen, we're putting about the city of Kyiv right now and how the situation is panning out to be, how grave the situation is. In the last 24 hours, we had seen the air raid sirens, we had seen how people were being rescued, we have seen how the massive destruction of buildings, schools and hospitals in Kyiv. Not just Kyiv, but Mariupol and Kharkiv too had witnessed heavy shelling by the Russian forces. So the situation right now in Kyiv is very tense as the battle still continues for the city, the capital city, which has witnessed 20 days of intense shelling by the Russian forces. Kyiv is still holding out. The citizens there, the Ukrainian citizens there are trying to protect the city at this point of time. And Zelensky putting up all his efforts, visiting the hospitals in Kyiv, lifting the morale of the soldiers in Kyiv. So Kyiv is the last bastion standing at this point of time. All eyes are on Kyiv as a curfew has been imposed. The situation continues to remain very tense on day 20th of the Russian invasion in Ukraine at this point in time. Now we have a next video